The epicenter of the volleyball world is in Kansas City this President's Day weekend from Municipal Arena. It's the final day of the inaugural LOVB Classic. Come on inside, our fifth place match about to take place. Madison versus Salt Lake. As we take a look at our first ever LOVB Classic bracket, it is Houston and Atlanta winning tight semifinals last night to play in our championship match on ESPN2 at 8:30. Madison and Salt Lake lost in the quarterfinals on Friday night. Welcome everybody, I'm Chris McGee, USA legend, two-time medalist. Courtney Thompson joins me. Madison's only win this season was against this Salt Lake team. It was a 5-set thriller at the Fieldhouse.
Yeah, it was such an awesome start for LOVB Madison. The Fieldhouse was rocking and really was the match they put it together, and we saw what was possible for them this season. Yeah,
they've had their struggles since, but one bright spot has been the rookie outside hitter, the former Badger, Sarah Franklin.
Man, Sarah Franklin's such a fun athlete to watch. She's physical, she can hit almost any angle on the volleyball court. She's made a real commitment in the last 2 years to focus on her passing so she could continue to be a sixth rotation outside hitter, especially at the international level.
Now for Salt Lake, they have had some great moments. They run the fastest offense in the league, and they're led by their vet, Ronnie Jones-Perry.
Yeah, Ronnie Jones-Perry, another efficient, very simple athlete. She's got amazing technique, and she's a calm, steady force for Team Salt Lake, and she's really looking to bring some competitive fire to help this team take it to the next level.
Madison and Salt Lake, and here is our Adidas scouting report.
Yeah, both teams this afternoon are going to be looking to make plays in the red zone, so 20 points and higher. Can they execute the simple plays to win the set? Madison, of course, coming off of 6 losses, looking for a win, kind of balancing that urgency, but also staying relaxed in these moments. And Salt Lake will need a ton of production from their outside hitters and their opposite. Their pin hitters is where the game is won and lost.
All right, we are underway. It is go time, partner.
And we're going.
Sarah Franklin will lead it off from the service line out of Lake Worth, Florida. The 4-time All-American, Big Ten Player of the Year in 2024, the National Player of the Year in 2023. And what a college career she has had, and now into the pros. Dig by Franklin. Poulter, and the pick is put away. Salt Lake on the board first as we take a look at our starting lineup. Of course, they're led by their Olympic setter, Lauren Carlini, and Annie Drew Schumacher.
Yeah, two of the best to do it in the whole world. So fun to watch these guys compete.
Carlini outside, and the soft shot falls by Yanitska. We look at the Salt Lake lineup. Jordan Poulter, most considered the best setter in the world, and no Haley Washington, the Olympic hero, not playing today.
Yeah, they're gonna miss Haley Washington's presence, her energy. She's such a leader, not to mention one of the best middles in the entire world. It'll be a good opportunity for Salt Lake to step up.
Poulter out of system, puts up a beauty, down the line, ducked by Carlini. System ball, the middle was serving, so no libero, and that's where the mess up comes.
Yeah, all these little plays, and often, you know, the game again is won and lost at the pins, so the opposites and the outside hitters, and the name of the game here is these second touches. Can we put the ball somewhere hittable?
Serena Gray, 6'2" middle blocker from Temple City, California, played at Penn State Pitt, serves into the net. All tied up at 2 apiece here in our first set. Matt Furbringer, the head coach for Madison. And for more, let's go over to McKella Chester.
Hour after the loss on Friday. He met with her after the loss. This is Matt Furbringer and Sarah Franklin. I asked what the focus of it was, and he said, look, Sarah wants to be great. She's in a tough spot, guys, coming in as a rookie, their #1 option, so mentally she is frustrated. 3 things they discussed to look for today, Geeter. He wants her attacking more line. She requested a few faster sets to open it up for her a bit, and he wants her to make decisions without getting ahead of herself.
Yeah, that's a great point, and I think what will help today, and that's great work right there, Michaela, is Annie Schumacher playing in the back row for the first time in a long time, so she'll be an attack threat. That'll open things up for Sarah, hopefully, especially with a faster set.
Yeah, Madison really needing Schumacher to get in rhythm and really be kind of a pillar for this team, and it just opens everything else up when you can do that.
Carlini wisely puts it up for her Olympic teammate, Schumacher, who puts it away. Remember, she's attacking behind that 3-meter line.
That's right, great out-of-system play. Sometimes you just got to find a way, looking for that edge of the block. Great swing by Schumacher.
How important is it for this team to have her healthy?
I mean, you know, having a healthy opposite and someone that can put the ball away over there, it really just opens up the entire offense. Not to mention, she's just a pillar in this league. She's one of the best players in the world, so for her to take up space and kind of be an anchor for her team is going to be a huge difference maker in the back half of the season.
Skylar Fields, 3-time All-American, won at Texas, twice at USC, your server. Carlini goes back to the slides, and both these blocked, and it's covered. Outside. Beautiful tip by Janitska. They call her JJ. She played for 15 years professionally in Germany.
Showing off her veteran skills here, seeing the block, using the edges, using some off-speed early.
Franklin covering the power tip. And I love what she did there. Audible on that inside little shoot set, called it a lob. I don't know what you called it when you played, but that's perfectly done.
Whatever it takes. Exactly what Matt Furbringer was talking about. Can we just be present enough to make the best choice in the moment? And she executes right there.
That was a great shot right there from our end zone camera. 7-3. And a free ball coming. Chance for 8. Sam Bothy on the backslide, one-footed attack, puts it away.
Madison early, just looking steady, playing one moment at a time. I've been so impressed with Lauren Carlini. You know, there's about everything that could go wrong for Madison has so far in the season, and for her to just continue to compete and to lead in the way she is, really impressive.
And an ace serve for JJ. A nice start here for Madison. You talked about it at the top of the show. They're in desperate need of a win, and they're playing, this is a 5th place match, but they want this one.
They do, yeah.
We are going to break. We'll be back in a moment as Madison takes an early lead over Salt Lake by a score of 9-3.
So beautifully. Does that mean you forgive me?
I'll try. I mean, you were only, what was it, 2 hours late?
About 1 and 45 minutes.
It's okay. I've already told Dad. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh my gosh, you didn't tell him.
You said forgive you. You didn't say don't tell anyone. So, pick one.
Okay, baby, let's go. You're done.
It's time to hoop anyways.
Yeah, not yet. I love you. Together.
League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Tickets are on sale now. Go to lovefinals.com for more details. All right, Courtney, the Super Point has been a lot of the buzz around this tournament. They're trying it out for the first time. It's called by the coaches before a point starts. It's activated by a siren that goes off around the whole building. Ensuing point is worth 2, and you only get 1 per set, and you can't do it after 22. Did you get all that?
Oh, let's go. I love the Super Point. It's the coaches really just double down, and you know, it's, hey, who's going to be about it right now? Let's compete for 2 points. I think it's been awesome so far.
Nobody more jacked about it than the two of us. We have loved it this weekend because a lot of the game is trying to figure out when the coaches might call it. And if they remember, they can call it because, you know, this is their first time ever doing it as well. We're going to reserve that. JJ serving before the whistle. 9 domestic trophies in Germany, 3 German titles, and a 15-year pro career. What a pass. That ball is hit wide. So another point for Madison, 10-3.
Yeah, Ronnie trying to mix up her range, just misses a little wide there, trying to cut it real sharp, 4-4.
Jordan Poulter is a front row setter, so she can actually attack as well. She goes back set to Skylar Fields. That ball's dug up by Medved. And put away down the line, something McKella talked about, by Sarah Franklin.
That's a big time swing out of system. A great dig from Love Madison. No doubles called, so she throws this ball up and Sarah finds some edges there down the line.
Tough cross-court serve, but there's Jordan Poulter, one of the best offensive setters you will see in the world.
She really is so special as an athlete, as a human, and she's so physical. She makes it look easy. Not too many setters in the world can go up and get that thing and throw it down for a point.
From Aurora, Colorado, went to the University of Illinois, led them to a Final Four, 2-time All-American. Carlini takes a look at the defense, out to Franklin, who is on fire early.
Wow, she's bringing the heat. It just sounds different sometimes off the hand. Sarah Franklin, such a powerful athlete. I love, love, love seeing athletes be this aggressive.
Sambothi, line to line, tough serve. Scoop, outside, Franklin again. Puts it away, and she is heating up.
Wow.
And I'll let you take this one, the Salt Lake coach, one of your favorite teammates of all time.
That's right, Tamari Miyashiro. I was actually her host on her college visit at Washington, so we go way back. Truly one of the greatest people and teammates I've ever known. She makes every team, everybody better.
She won a silver medal as a player with you in 2012 in London, and then was a assistant coach with Karch Karai, the women's national team, going gold, silver.
That's right, making history everywhere she goes. Truly a servant leader.
And has a ring. And has a ring with you in Washington.
That's right. Hey, thanks.
Carlini dump. You're seeing 2 of the best. These setters going back and forth. And when I mentioned earlier, Carlini takes a look at the defense. It's like a quarterback calling a play at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Right? Like she's looking at what they're doing.
Absolutely. Responding, and there's such a cool moment as a setter right before you set of just being completely present, kind of knowing what Salt Lake is probably going to do and then feeling it in the moment. And Lauren Carlini is one of the best at just that.
Out of system ball, great attack by Maddie Haynes out of Cal, born in Rockland, California.
Yeah, Maddie Haynes last night did some good things, took some tough swings. So Salt Lake's trying to find their rhythm, but they're going to need a lot more of that if they want to win this thing.
Middle attack, Anna Hall, the 6'2" middle blocker from Louisville, puts it away.
Anna Hall's such a fun athlete to watch. When it comes to being a middle, it's the hardest set as a setter because it happens so fast. There's not a lot of room for error, but she's got a huge window as we see here.
Poulter, right back at it. Why do you love those last 2 choices by the setters to go to the middle?
You know, the game is won and lost on the pin, so outsides and opposites, but if we can't pass well enough to get the middles going, it's really hard to put pressure on the defense. So we've got to continue to see both teams do that if they want to take over.
Carlini. Net violation is called, so point for Salt Lake. 8 serving 15.
You know, you talked about football. It's a little bit like running the ball versus throwing. You know, you can't have a great passing game. You can't set well to the pins without a good running game, getting those middles going early.
Love that analogy, especially being here in Kansas City. Carlini. Ball stuck. What a cover by Franklin. Skylar puts it away off the block. Salt Lake going back-to-back points. Those are the first 2 points they've gotten off their serve.
That's right. They're going to need to put some pressure on Madison to set themselves up for a block like this. Absolutely. Out-of-system swing, such a big part of the international game.
Another line-to-line serve. Blocked by Skylar Fields.
She is such a fun athlete to watch. Really, the sky's the limit, no pun intended, for Skylar Fields. She's got all the potential in the world. She's a learner. She's got an open mind. Tom Amirashiro's loved having her in the gym with Love Salt Lake.
And they are on a run, 15-10, as we listen in to Tama.
Okay? So keep an eye on her. Nice. Good serve.
Okay, remember, this also hitter is a jog. Nice play. Keep talking. I'll talk to her. Guys, service pressure, nice. But look, we're going to knock them off. We need to turn one. Okay? Get us to touch, Serena, okay? Here we go.
Keep serving tough.
All right, what are you hearing from your former teammate there?
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. They want to continue with that service pressure. If you serve tough, get Madison off the net, their offense becomes one-dimensional. So as a defense, you know exactly where to go to line up to try to get a stop. And Tom was saying, hey, Serena Gray, get a touch, slow it down so then we can turn it.
And it doesn't matter if you're in the juniors tournament across the street or you're here at the pro level. The line-to-line serve is a big part of volleyball, and right now they're targeting Sarah Franklin. Michaela talked about that a lot in our open, and that's what Matt and Sarah talked about yesterday. It's going to happen. They're going to go after the rookie and try to, you know, make this a long match for her.
That's right, one play at a time.
I love this out of a timeout. Elitsa Medved steps in and takes that ball, run the middle again, unstoppable.
Really great execution by Madison. Salt Lake read it pretty well. They had 3 blockers in front of her. Anna Hall just going up and over as she does.
Anna Hall has played pro. Italy and Turkey. Tough serve. Poulter, beautiful ball. Carlini goes long ball. That's a smart play by Sanbothi at the net. Ball's 50-50 on top. It's attackable by either team.
That's right. I thought she might go up and set that thing, but she realized no one was there. She said, I got this. Let me just throw it over.
17-10. Great serve. Wow. Perfect inside. They remember, an out-of-system bump set, you want to go high and inside and give your attacker, give some chances and choices.
That's right. Ronnie Jones-Perry, not the greatest start to the play, but she shows up, hustles back, and Jordan keeps that ball high and inside, give Ronnie Jones-Perry some range, and she takes advantage.
All you setters at home, perfect
right.
ball.
High and inside, baby. Give him a chance.
Carlini does such a nice job of planting that right foot, goes fast outside to Yanitska, she puts it away.
Yeah, and this is the advantage of getting the middles going early. Now Tori Dixon, the middle blocker for Salt Lake, is jumping with Taylor Sanbothi, opens up that outside beautifully. We call that a waterfall.
You see the middle jump with the middle.
Yeah.
Got that one-on-one isolation.
Great feeling as a setter.
So nice. Rally continues. Poulter goes back. Skylar's got one on top of it. She puts it away.
You gotta take advantage of the easy ones. Nice play by Skylar Fields.
Madison leading 18-12 as some subs come in. Tamaki Matsui will go back to serve. 5-6 setter out of Japan.
She's so fun to watch. I love seeing her come in ready to go, competing hard. She usually gets the middles going early, so let's see what happens.
That's what they've been missing, the back row attack to Annie. Medved with a nice dig. And what a play. Remember, they went to a double switch. We just talked about it. The other setter comes in and doesn't miss a beat. Great set to the middle.
That's an
Tori Dixon.
impressive set. At any moment, much less off the bench. She's off the net in transition. I knew she was getting those middles going. Great execution by Tori Dixon on that ball.
You know the scouting report.
That's right.
This is where you wonder what Matt Furbringer's thinking. Is he looking at a timeout, a possible super point, get to 20 or 21 if he can side out here?
Ooh, the double down right now. I like that.
Carlini, backslide, Sanbothi, what a dig! And that Sambothi goes cross court. What a rally, started off by the dig by Kojima, but Sambothi puts it away.
Kojima, what a special athlete. I haven't bought a jersey yet, but if I do, that's the one. What a special athlete. And then watch how Sambothi gets behind the 10-foot line so she can stay behind this ball in transition. Incredible play by her.
Out serve, 19-15. So that 9-point lead that once was is now down to 4. And this is where Madison has struggled. Let's see what they do in serve receive here. And they can get into the red zone, as you've talked about, get to 20. And they earned it the easy way, 20-15.
Ronnie Jones-Perry, such a great jump serve. The risk reward there is always, hey, we want to put pressure on them. Is the air percentage low enough to make an impact on the match? But I love that Salt Lake's going for it.
4 kills on 10 attempts. Sambothi a couple of nights ago. Diving, can't come up with it. 16-20.
Katie Casanova, such a special athlete. She's physical, she comes in, not afraid to take a tough swing, and does a great job of finding edges here.
Franklin with some juice from the left side, absolutely feasting. 21-16.
Let's go. It's hard not to get fired up seeing that.
Let's go.
She's so physical. She stays behind this. Her and Carlini are in such a good rhythm right now. She's really just showing off her range.
And that ball is attacked wide and out of bounds, so a big point, 22-16. That takes away the super point. No one will be able to call it here in the first set.
Dang.
Coaches don't care as much as you and I do
That's
about
right.
it.
Come on now.
Carlini, a 4-time All-American out of Wisconsin. Silver medalist in Paris. Oh, I love that middle set. Serena Gray puts it away.
Such a clean set by Matsui. Serena Gray, another physical athlete with she stays off the net there, has so much range. Man, that's fun to watch.
And then the double sub comes back. Now Jordan Poulter goes into the back row to set. Skylar Fields comes into the front row. 17 facing 22. Back to Schumacher. She goes high off the top, and they needed that. 23-17.
So impressed with Carlini right now. Madison's passing really well, and she's able to put a lot of pressure because she's using everybody right now, giving Annie Schumacher a lot of space there for the kill.
Franklin driving it into the seam for an ace. Big time serve. 24-17 set point.
It's giving Fieldhouse. This Madison team is just going for it. They're aggressive. They're resetting after every point. There's just an edginess you can feel. It's great to see from them.
Poulter, Fields. Franklin with a dig. JJ for the win. Got it! 25-17. Set 1 goes to Madison.
What a great way to finish that set. Franklin with an amazing dig, and they turn it like they've been doing. Madison's in a great rhythm, both in serve receive and out of transition right now.
We're going to break as Madison takes the first set, 25-17. More Love Classic on the other side.
for the Chiefs Rumble.
It has been a vibe all weekend. You have the Triple Crown going on across the street and inside Municipal Arena. All weekend long has been the Love Classic, and we've had a lot of fun as Madison takes the first set 25-17. What do you want to see here in the second?
You know, Salt Lake's going to have to put a lot of pressure on them defensively. Madison's hitting 500 in set one, which is unheard of. A lot of that has to do with serve and passing. So if Salt Lake wants to make a run, they're going to have to get them in trouble.
And a lot of that has to do with Sarah Franklin, who you're looking at, number 13, 5 for 5. And McKella nailed it in the beginning of the show. She talked to Matt Furbinger about that hour-long conversation that he had. She wants to be great. She has a lot of pressure on her. She knows teams are going to go at her. Well, she delivered in set number 1.
She's showing up, and you can tell when an athlete is playing free, they're aggressive, they're going for it, they move on when they make a mistake, and she is exuding that right now. And props to Matt Furbinger. He's one of the best coaches, best people that we have here at League One Volleyball, and amazing what one conversation can do sometimes.
Ball blocked by Skylar Fields and by Gray, 1-0. And that's one thing where I think Matt thrives in that position is as a mentor. That's what he wants to be. That's a big part of coaching.
Yeah, and he's been there, you know, as an athlete, as a coach at the highest level, and he understands, hey, you just got to tell the truth and let's move on and get over it and try to be better.
Call that a repeat set. She went right back to JJ. This time goes to the middle. Love the decision. Ball put away by Anna Hall.
Great play. Sarah Franklin passes out all the way up in transition, and if you're setting middles in trans, your team is rocking. I
agree, and for all you young middles watching out there, that's why you work so hard. You take that middle with you, and she got up in the gap wide open, and a setter like Carlini will find you.
Right, shout out middles. That's a tough job.
Shout out.
You're working.
You and I are both setters, but listen, middles work hard.
They work hard. They don't get a lot of love, a lot of credit, so we're going to give them a moment.
The unsung heroes.
That's right.
2-1 Salt Lake. And there it is again. Carlini seeing something she loves, that one-on-one matchup, and this time it's Sambothi taking full advantage.
We've talked about the veteran nature of some of these athletes, and that kill, you don't always have to bounce it. That's a deep corner. That's a really hard spot to dig for Salt Lake, as we see here.
Another out-of-system ball. Look at that hand set by Poulter. Are you kidding me? Most setters try to bump set that, not Jordan Poulter.
She's so physical, she's so strong. She can keep her team in rhythm from almost anywhere on the court, and as a lefty on the outside, that's an amazing swing by Danny Drews, who's getting the start here in set 2.
3-2. Claire Hoffman, out of where?
University of Washington.
Thank you.
Waiting for it.
And she gets a dig. Poulter outside, and the little chisel, we call it, a tool off the block. Danny Drews.
Great swing by Danny. That's her bread and butter. You know, as a lefty, I feel like in every sport, the ball just comes out at a different angle, and you're not as used to it. It's not as common, so it's a tough angle to block, as we can see there. Danny Drews taking advantage.
Perfect pass by Franklin. Sambothi. So the middles, Anna Hall, Taylor Sambothi are 7 for 9 in this match. How about we give credit to the passers?
Let's go.
That's where they've
Love
struggled, right? But Madison on a dime right now.
Absolutely. They're steady, giving their team a chance, and Lauren Carlini doing an amazing job mixing it up.
Poulter. Dixon.
You know, I was fortunate to play with Tori Dixon ahead of the Rio Olympics. She had an injury, so she didn't get to go, but one of the easiest middles I've ever played with to set. And you can see there, she's so crafty, she's calm, she sees the block and able to make a lot of different plays.
Such a great veteran as well, professional for 11 years. Franklin, Skylar keeps it alive. Ball's out, but you take it anyway. Carlini. Mixing up the shots. It's a lot like a pitcher in baseball with a changeup and a fastball and a slider. Right there, Sarah goes power into the tip.
That's right. You got to keep the hitters, got to keep the defense guessing. You never know what's coming at you. Great vision by Sarah Franklin. See that hole.
Zambothi from Lee Summit, Missouri, just 30 minutes away from here. Tough serve, leads to her partner in the middle, Anna Hall. And I love that she just redirected that with 2 hands. Great play in the middle. Oh, she did get up and give it a little
oomph on that.
Yeah, it was one hand.
It was confusing.
Yeah, I like that too. Zambothi. Point goes to Salt Lake.
Call that a jump bump.
Yep.
Isn't always the most effective.
You know what? Sometimes you laugh it off.
Sometimes you laugh it off, that's right. Some of these bigger stadiums too, the lights coming down, that high ball out of system, you might lose it in the lights.
Danny Drews the serve. Tough ball. Right back to Salt Lake for a chance for momentum. That ball's covered. Carlini outside. Franklin bombing it down the line. There's that fast set.
So much good volleyball in this rally. Amazing set by Kojima. Maddie takes a swing, but Carlini says not today.
How about that cover? Here comes the fast set.
And keeping that rhythm, yeah, in transition. She's running a fast offense right now, puts a ton of pressure on Salt Lake's block.
Carlini, cross-court serve into zone 1, we call it. And it's stuffed, but again a cover. Incredible play, Jordan Poulter. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Just incredible instincts. It's one of the best things about Jordan Poulter as an athlete. She's setting her up here and then stays in the play, so engaged in that block. If you're a junior, take notes. That's how you compete, help your teammates be better.
And what a big play that could turn out to be.
Oh, yeah.
People focus so much when they're in the red zone, but it's early on where those kind of plays can make a difference, and Sarah Franklin continues to be on a heater.
That's a big-time swing. That set out of system by Lauren Carlini is about 8-9 feet. Sarah, again, stays disciplined and behind it, stays high.
7-7, you see Poulter, the quarterback, calling out the plays, calling out the routes for her attackers. They're out of system once again. Carlini, what a scoop. One of the best defensive setters in the world. Kojima. Another one. Lefty on lefty. Blocked. Oh, how about that? Power tip works for Janitska.
Yeah, Janitska really utilizing that off speed, mixing it up. Not afraid to put a little pressure on the block. It's hard as the rally goes on to stay disciplined as a blocker. The name of the game there is getting over the net, even if you're not super high.
Again, Salt Lake keeps it alive. Carlini again with a dig. Medved the set. And the tool from the left side by Janitska.
This set by Medved, wow, amazing play. I'm so impressed with how she's showing up, getting the start tonight, just consistently making plays for her team, passing, digging, but these plays, setting out of system is where you win and lose matches. That's impressive.
And you know what, the difference in this match so far, and listen, all the junior coaches that are watching, you talk about this from the time they're 11 years old on, it's the serving and passing game, and that's where Madison has been fantastic.
Absolutely, they look so disciplined tonight.
And right there you see the bloody nose for Serena Gray.
Yeah, she blocked that one with her face. This is where we're missing Haley Washington. Again, not only one of the best middle blockers in the world, but such a ball of energy, such a leader on this team.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Haley Washington not playing. She's been voted world's best blocker. She's won a gold and silver medal.
Oh, fired up.
Such an amazing presence. So you can't lose Serena Gray here, that's for sure. It looks like there's working on that.
So Sophie Fisher not traveling with the team this weekend, so this ought to be interesting. If Serena has to step out for a moment, we'll see how Salt Lake responds.
One thing that I like from Salt Lake, I always say, when you're in a Donnybrook, you got to get scrappy, right? When you're in a brawl, and these guys right now, they're in a fight, but they're starting to pick balls up, they're starting to cover, they're starting to make plays. That's why this match is getting closer. That's
right. We talked about Haley Washington being out, and it's a great opportunity for the rest of the team to step up and find a way, and you're seeing them fight and claw here. Serena, look at this toughness. Coming back on the court here.
As the kids say, legend.
Legend.
True legend. Serena Gray is not going to let any blood stop her from playing. Let's see where Poulter goes here. Great poke. Annie. Scoop by Carlini. And Schumacher puts it away. What a difference having her in the lineup, but what a dig by Carlini.
Great dig by Carlini. Another amazing set by Medved, and Annie Schumacher just getting going out of this transition. I like when you can start hearing them grunt a little bit. They're getting into it. Come on. Such a competitor, Schumacher is.
Poulter faking out everybody with that back set. Picking up the tip. Kojima. Medved. Skylar Fields with a dig. What a rally. 4 contacts called. Credit both teams. Great defense.
Just a gritty match so far. This is what it's about, especially, you know, they're battling for 5th place. Sometimes you just got to find that grit and dig deep, and you can see right now both teams doing that so much right now.
And that's what I love about this match. It's for 5th place. It doesn't mean anything in the standings, but both teams wanting a win, competing at the highest level. It's early in the day as well. You just got to appreciate the professionalism.
Absolutely. And getting some momentum working into the second half of the season. Trying to turn it around a little bit.
And that ball sails long on the serve by Anna Hall. Our score 11-9 Madison here in the second set. Chris McGee, Courtney Thompson, Michaela Chester on the call. Municipal Arena, downtown Kansas City. Franklin, perfect pass. Cover. Great block. Combination on the right side.
That's a big old wall to try to get by. Skylar Fields, Serena Gray, making a great read, stopping short. That ball was inside, and they get up and over.
I love the way Skylar Fields has been playing here with Love this year.
Yeah.
Going to the right side for the first time.
She is doing such an amazing job. And again, we've talked about a player that even since college has just had so much potential. And I really respect her openness to learning, her desire to get better. She's been a great teammate for Love Salt Lake. Really excited to see what happens in her future.
Drews. How about that? Lefty delivering from the left side, hard cross court, just like that. We're all tied up at 11.
Woo, that's an angle. We call that 4-4, a little different coming off the left hand. That ball's got to cross her body completely, and she still cuts it inside. Great swing by Danny Drews.
Great pass in the middle. Dig Kojima. Drews. And that ball hits the floor. And Salt Lake on a 3-0 run. They now lead 12-11. We're going to break. We'll be back with more Love Classic. The Triple Crown NIT event going on in its 12th year, just right across the street, 670 teams. That's the largest in history. The top 90 out of 100 clubs are here. 850 college coaches scouting. It's just been incredible. It is so much fun for these kids. I know her. That happens to be my daughter.
Let's go. Shout out Millie McGee, the USC commit who led her team at SCVC to a national championship last year. Such a fun athlete to watch. We'll probably be seeing her out here on Love Pro one day.
One day, we can only hope. As you look at Salt Lake Triple Crown athletes, Danny Drew, Serena Gray, Skylar Fields, Claire Hoffman, I mean, Haley Washington, Jones Perry, so much fun. They all remember it so well. Let's bring McKella in. McKella, what you have?
Jordan Poulter told me the best part of this weekend is not only showing young volleyball girls what pro volleyball can look like and just normalizing that dream for them, but on top of that, it's so many club coaches, college coaches that have touched their careers somewhere along the way. They're all here. She said to me, this event feels like if you're in the American volleyball world and you're not here, are you even a part of it, Geeter?
Exactly. If you're not playing this weekend, where are you? I love it.
It really does feel like a celebration for the volleyball community in the U.S. We're bringing the best pro level here to Triple Crown and also seeing the best clubs in the country compete. It's just so fun, and the college coaches enjoying everything in between.
And they've been coming over to the matches when they're not scouting. And it is really,
get you a long way,
it'll get you a long way, and it's been a perfect partnership.
Yeah. Such a fun time for our sport, especially here in the U.S.
Bump set, perfect spot. Rally continues. Kojima goes to Skylar on the right side. Fields dug up again. Drews got it. This time she went wrist away down the line.
And that's exactly what we talked about being the difference maker for Salt Lake. Both teams creating so many opportunities. Who's going to stay tough, take the smarter, more aggressive swing when it counts at the end of rallies? Danny Drews coming off the bench and making a great difference for her team.
And what a great shot. She's been living off that hard angle. This time it's coming over the shoulder. So hard to attack that. And then she goes wrist away down the line. Such an awesome shot. Great job by our crew getting that one. 13-12, slide, one-footed approach, Sambothy. She's got a lot of fire. She's got about 50 people in the crowd, too, rooting for her from Lee Summit, Missouri, just 30 minutes away.
That's right. It's been so fun for these athletes to get to invite their friends and family. Taylor Sambothy getting a special shout-out today. What is it, 30-plus, did you say?
30-plus.
That's awesome.
Good serve. Heavy heat from Schumacher. And Drews again, way off the net, perfect high inside set, giving Drews, the attacker, so many options.
That's right, that's our setter's favorite. Inside and high, let the hitter go do the work. Danny Drews, as a lefty especially, does a great job of getting her feet there so she can take a nice high swing.
And a timeout taken by Madison as Salt Lake starting to feel it a little bit. 14-13.
Okay, let's be really loud on that. You be ready to help on that ball. Okay, now we let it go. Okay, next ball here a little bit. Okay, right now, she hit one ball sharp. Drews did. That's okay, we'll give that. Like, reach that liking spot like you had before the deeper one. Don't readjust. They're hitting a high in perimeter. She hit that one ball over the block, like a 50% hit, but it's in the line. So we gotta rotate, really rotate on her off the net. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Work.
Great stuff right there.
Yeah, Furbringer talked about it early too. He wants his team to reset after every point. So he talked about, hey, we're gonna win some, we're gonna lose some. Let's keep resetting so we can come back and bring all of us to that next point.
14-13. Here in the second, Madison leading 1-0. There's the quarterback, Lauren Carlini, and Jordan Poulter. Olympic teammates, now on the opposite sides of the net. And Drews living off that tool shot. I'd love to point out what a great soft block off of Sarah Franklin there by Poulter.
Great soft block by her physical setter. Danny Drews hitting 636 right now.
Having a day. Off-speed short serve. Another soft block, controlled. Kojima. Drews is tight, gonna wipe. And Drews this time sneaks it through the block for 16-13. Again, Poulter with some incredible blocking out on that right side on Franklin.
That's right. Sometimes with the best outside hitters, you just got to slow them down. Salt Lake able to do that so they get a chance. Matsui puts Danny Drews nice and tight. Let the hitter go do the work, and she finds a way. You know, you mentioned these two setters. What an honor on a Sunday in February to get to watch two of the best
in the
setters
afternoon
in the world.
Come on.
Let's go.
Kojima with the dig. Poulter goes back. Fields. Oh, nice dig by JJ.
Ooh, that was close.
That's close. Tama is looking at her team. Will we see a challenge? Which, by the way, we have not.
We have not seen a challenge, nor a super point.
I like a clean game.
Jordan going for that pancake. Oh, just missed it. Out of defense.
Kind of gave us a look, too, like just missed that one.
Looks like we might have some sweat on the floor.
Yeah, wiping it up as you see Tama talking to Skylar.
Have we seen anyone that's ahead use the super point? I don't think we've seen that.
You know what? Last night, Houston.
Yes, Massimo going for it. Coach for Love Houston, Massimo Barbolini.
I just remember the celebration and it came on a roof. So if memory serves me
So
correct,
fun.
it was him. But it was just so fun because of the way the team reacted.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you talk about the super point, the risky part is if you do it when you're serving. If it's an out serve, it's just 2 points to the other team, and now you get the wind out of your sails.
Absolutely. It's interesting because most teams side out at, you know, between 60 and 70% if they're rolling. So you would think we're going to use it when you're siding out, but it's also fun to kind of say, hey, oh,
super point.
Speaking of, let's go.
There it is. There's the siren. And by the way, I love that all the athletes on the court were clapping. Yeah. Annie loves it.
There's definitely an edginess here.
And an ace serve. Worth two. And look how fired up they are. If you're not getting the super point, join us, because Courtney and I are loving this thing.
Jen, Boothie, way to go for it. You love to see it. The bench going crazy. These athletes going crazy. Talk about turning around the momentum.
Worth 2 points, and you have to use it before 22. Each coach is allowed one, and we saw it and got them right back in it. Then the miss serve, but I think you'll take it. 16-17, Salt Lake lead.
How fun is that? Love to see the competitors right now.
What a serve by Drews. You see that bottom just drop off. That's jump float, so nasty.
So hard to pass. We were talking yesterday, you know, we often use speed guns in practice, and it's not always the fastest you serve, but sometimes you take a little bit off and it actually moves more like a knuckleball in baseball.
Ball's put away, cross court. And by the way, I do want to mention that was Salt Lake, Tama, that called for that super point. They were in serve receive. She wanted to get that 4-point lead. And I think that's why you saw Madison erupting so much.
I like that call, though. Good time to do it.
Me too. Off speed works for Anna Hall. 17-19, Lauren Carlini. For all you young setters out there, it's not just about setting offense. Watch Carlini play defense. Poulter as well, two of the best. Off of 1 foot, Tori Dixon puts it away.
Great run by Salt Lake. One thing that Salt Lake does, and Jordan Poulter mixes it up, is when that middle blocker goes behind, we call that a slide. And sometimes you can say tight to the setter, you go wide to the pin. It's really hard to track as a blocker. Great mix-up by Salt Lake.
Franklin tight. Carlini plays it out. And here we go. And ball put away. Serena Bray in the middle.
Nosebleed not going to hold her down.
No, it is not. And a timeout by Madison, 21-17. As you mentioned, you got to run the football first before you pass, and they're running the middle right there in transition, getting that one-on-one matchup. It was nicely done.
That's right. Salt Lake passing and defense is stabilized a little bit, so Jordan's able to get the middle blockers going more consistently, which of course opens up the pins as well.
Hey, Anne's going to talk about her serve receive a little bit to get, she already did, okay, to get into that. That's it. We just got to clean that up a little bit. Everything else is good. When we're tipping, a little bit more into the donut, to get the off blocker to come and take the ball, not area one. Okay, here we go. Let's go.
Explain the donut for us.
The donut, the campfire.
Yeah, that's what the campfire.
That's right. There's 6 athletes on the court, so that spot that's just right in the middle of all of them we refer to as the donut. That's a tough one.
Don't forget to keep sending us your photos with the QR code.
I feel like the campfire came before the donut, right? There used to be campfire back in the day.
We've elevated to the donut.
To the donut.
Can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah. Sarah Franklin goes up top and over. Absolute hammer.
So impressed with Lauren running this offense, keeping the speed, but also the height, so Sarah Franklin can use her physicality up and over. Love to see it.
Love that set by Poulter. Look at the pace and the speed. Pretty impressive. Fast outside to Maddie Haynes. A beautiful shot.
Yeah, she jumped like she was going to dump that ball and then held it long enough to where the blockers thought she was going to set Serena Gray, and then she said, just kidding, I'm going to do option 3. Gets her attacker a one-on-one. That's why she's one of the best in the world.
Perfection. Tough serve. And how about the pass?
Great pass.
Sim and Wong.
Yeah, great pass by her coming in off the bench to stabilize that thing. And a great set, too. That pass from 1, as a setter, it's coming over your shoulder. It can be kind of awkward. Lauren Carlini just balling right now.
Hand set by Kojima. And Fields hits it wide. Climbing back in, Madison 20-22.
Big swing by Fields. Sometimes you just got to get out of the way. Inesca does a great job of reading that thing.
Matt Furbringer going with the defensive specialist at middle back and giving Franklin a breather. Beautifully run right there. Serena Gray going behind Poulter.
Yeah, great set. As you said, we're running the football and it's working right now. And they're going to keep it going. It's so nice as a setter when you're passing and defense stabilized. You're able to have so many more options.
Carlini. Drew's calling for a touch.
A lot of conviction from Drews. Let's see.
And here's a challenge. You knew that was going to happen, and it's an opportunity for the coaches to talk to the players as well.
One of the things Tama Miyashiro talked about for Salt Lake is they need to stay on the attack from start to finish. It looks like we might have got some hands there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a quick one.
Yeah.
You know what I love? When the challenges are fast.
Right? Amen.
I like that. Set point for Salt Lake. Fast set again. When we get the good passing by both teams, you see a lot of pace on the ball, which makes your offense so much tougher to stop.
So tough to stop. I'm so impressed with Lauren Carlini right now. We know she's one of the best in the world, but she's running this offense so quickly, so efficiently.
21-24. Poulter goes back to Gray. And Gray, after the bloody nose, gets hot.
We're gritty out here, fighting for 5th place. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Jordan Poulter does a great job of keeping her middles going right now.
High level, 25-21, and after 2, we are all tied up with Madison and Salt Lake for the 5th place match. We'll be back.
Welcome back to the Love Classic. Madison and Salt Lake, each one set apiece. I am joined by recently named new head coach of Louisville Volleyball, Dan Meskey. You've been a part of building Louisville to the powerhouse it is for the past 8 seasons. What's the magnitude of this role for you now?
Oh, it's been awesome. So, you know, the transition's been great. We've had a great staff this entire time, and they're all locked in. Todd Chamberlain's been here for 7 of the 8 years of the build. He's in as associate head coach, and there's just been a lot of people that have stepped up and really kind of answered the call for Louisville volleyball right now. It's a really fun time. Getting to watch a lot of your former players here in Love Volleyball, Anna Stevenson Hall, Claire Chaussee also on Madison. What kind of memories and emotions does it bring up for you to watch them? It's awesome. So to be able to do this in the USA is crazy. So I watched them 2 days ago, gave them a big hug after watching them play pro volleyball, and that's usually a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Now I get to do it again 2 days later because it's in the States. So Claire Chaussee, as we call her, and then Stevie, Anna Stevenson Hall. I mean, they're Louisville legends, and like I said, I'm just so proud to watch them play pro. And then you look at, there's juniors volleyball players here that get to watch pro volleyball in the States. It's been really cool. It's really special. Coach, thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy. Thanks.
You're clapping, I'm clapping. I absolutely love that interview. And I think we all know now why the whole country was so excited when Dan got the job immediately.
So cool. Talk about an incredible volleyball mind and such a good person. Both he and Danny Busboom Kelly, just 2 of the best to do it, and so fun to see them have such an impact.
And it was all announced at the same time. John Cook retiring, DBK is going to Nebraska like everyone knew, and then Dan gets the and Louisville won't miss a beat. Carlini, little waterfall dump. Poulter goes back to Skylar Fields. Does it again. What a dig by Kojima. Good job by JJ. She's in that exact spot we heard Matt Furbringer talk about during a timeout when Drews is hitting that seam.
That's right. One of the best liberos in the entire world.
How about that?
Manami Kojima making it look easy out here for Salt Lake. She has such a good feel for the game. It is just a joy to watch her.
Franklin with a nice job on that tough serve. Now with the cover. Kojima. And Skylar Fields. You know how different it is for Skylar? She's been transitioning on that left side her whole life, and now she's playing opposite.
Yeah, it's so many different angles, and you can see the transition's quite a bit different. Similar to Danny Drews on the outside. She's a right side hitter as an opposite. It's got to come over your body. So just timing-wise, it's a little bit different. And she's working really hard and making a huge impact for her team.
And what a start by Salt Lake. And it looks like their approach right now, serve Sarah Franklin short, get her out of her hitting approach, and then load up on Sambothi.
Yeah, it's a good strategy with one of the biggest outside hitters in the world. Most powerful.
Poulter dig. Kojima sends it long ball style, but Sambothi with the block. Madison on the board.
Madison showing up, great read, stopping short inside, put up a wall there. See, that's the ball. As a right-handed opposite, that's got to come all the way over your shoulder. It's really tough if the ball's that far off the net.
And left inside, right?
Yeah, and you can't see the block in front of you as well.
Line-to-line serve, but a perfect pass. How about Poulter goes right back to her? We call that a repeat set.
Yes. Spoken like a true setter. I love that. The hitter gets blocked or makes an error. The best way to instill confidence. Hey, I'm going to go right back to you, let you do your thing. And Skylar Fields responds as she does, just goes up and over.
I love that replay right there, too, because you saw Poulter. She did go off of 1 foot, but her finish to that back set is the key and why her location is the best in the world. What a move by Tori Dixon. She read that perfectly, dropped that right hand in for the block.
Yeah, so much patience by Tori Dixon. You can tell she's a veteran. She's waiting. She's not getting antsy. She's just getting low and over, taking away a little bit of space, and that time just makes a great read.
Carlini. Dig continues, rally continues. Free ball going to Madison. Drews. Opportunity here. Poulter, one-handed set. Dixon tips it, and it falls. Point Salt Lake, and a little wind out of the sails from Madison right there. They had opportunities.
That's right. We talked about this being a gritty match. You know, it isn't always pretty. Sometimes you just got to find a way. Salt Lake outlasting Madison a little bit there.
So after a great start in the first set, Madison finds themselves down 7-1 in the third, but we're all tied up, one apiece.
Doing your hair so beautifully. Does that mean you forgive me?
I'll try. I mean, you were only, what was it, 2 hours late?
About 1 and 45 minutes.
It's okay. I've already told Dad. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh my gosh, you didn't tell him.
You said forgive you. You didn't say don't tell anyone. So pick one.
Okay, baby, let's go. You're done.
It's time to hoop anyways.
Yeah, not yet. I love you. Together.
Courtney was rocking in the semifinals on Saturday night. Houston, the 3 seed, taking down number 2 Omaha.
Man, Houston is rolling. They're playing such high level. They're gritty. They take tough swings. They've got a ton of weapons. Massimo Barbolini's got his team rolling into the finals.
And they were celebrating. And then the nightcap, red hot Atlanta, the #1 team in a battle with Austin. They win in 4 sets.
They are like a well-oiled machine right now. Paulo Coco, one of the best coaches in the world from Brazil, is really just, his team is utilizing all of their strengths so well. Of course, led by Kelsey Cook. Was fortunate to get to play with her in the Rio Olympics. One of the best competitors I've ever played with.
And you will get to see her tonight, the championship match, Atlanta versus Houston on ESPN2 at 8:30 p.m. And boy, did she heat up late in that 4th set. I talked to her after the game. She said, I know when to pick my moments. She's a veteran.
And she does, that's right. She wants to win. She's leading her team, and it's beautiful to watch this season.
I mean, you've played with so many of these amazing athletes, and the competitive fire you have to have.
Oh,
and to call her one of the most competitive ever.
Yeah, it's an edge, you know, and there's a blessing and a curse to it, and it's a cool community of athletes that have lived that and get to be in it together and celebrate these guys competing now. It's so fun.
How much fun is it for you now as you transition to the, other career, to see all your former teammates and friends, playing here in the States?
It's incredible. I feel so grateful, and it's surreal to see this all come to life, and for them to get to represent all that is good in our country and get to bring their friends and family along. Like that's what it's all about. It's the best part of sports.
Well said. And Drews having a night, sneaking it through.
Yeah, Danny Drews staying on the attack right now. And Madison, Matt Furbringer talked about, hey, we got to reset every point. And this is the kind of match where you got to stay out of the narrative of we lost the last 6, oh, here we go again, and just take it one moment at a time. It's going to be hard to do that.
Free ball coming. Where's Poulter going? Outside to Drews again. And this time the tip is thrown down by Schumacher.
Andy Schumacher just went up and got that thing. Looks like she paused midair for a while. Such a physical and fun athlete. Also one of the best competitors to watch. Madison had their practice match in December, and it was like the 2nd point. And it was a missed call by the ref, and Andy Schumacher just, hey, it's not it, just competing that early. I was like, yes. Love to see it.
Look at Kojima. She's got it. Fields. And it's just short. Unbelievable effort.
Such good effort. Skylar Fields lost some leverage there, but just watch the eye work and the speed and the commitment by Kojima. What an amazing athlete to get to watch.
What a great shot of that. The athleticism on full display. Violation. Foot goes past that 10-foot line, 3-meter line.
Yep, coming out of the back row, you just got to stay behind that line. Jordan Poulter went down. There was a low pass, and it looked like Maddie Haynes was a little bit out of rhythm there.
Another back row attack, and this time it's Skylar Fields. Tooling the block, good for the kill, 9-5, there it is.
Out of the back row, you're always just trying to find that line of how close can I get to the line, but not quite go over it. Again, sometimes if the set's too high, yeah, you're gonna get under it a little bit.
It's such a timing set, right?
Yeah, such a feel set. It's so fun, so fast. And we're seeing more and more of it in the women's game, especially internationally.
By the way, Matt Furbringer, during that timeout that we listened in on, talked about the tips, not so much towards the line, but maybe to the donut, and it worked right there.
That's right. That off blocker, so the left side hitter there's got to come off and get that. It's a tough play when you're worried about the slide as well.
Oh, Tori Dixon. I thought she was going angle from our view, and she just snapped it down the line.
Yeah, she waited for that thing. I love how deep she stays on this ball. She's staying behind the 10-foot line so she can see the block, create the angle she wants. And like you said, she waits for it and takes it line.
Great back set and kill from Schumacher. I'm so glad you mentioned that, and it reminded me, because I'm always thinking of things as a coach, the middle staying off the net on that slide so you have better vision behind the 10-foot line.
Oh, yeah. And it's easier to set, you know, if it's inside, they can adjust and go get it. Just gives them more agency over that.
Thanks for teaching me today. Back row ball. Skylar Fields, the D ball we call it. Backside attack, back row, and she delivers.
And we've seen from the top national teams, the top leagues in the world, just in a more and more the presence of a back row attack in the women's game. Traditionally, the men's game has this way more prominently. Skylar Fields holding it down for Salt Lake right now.
Is that the pancake?
The pancake.
Skylar Fields with the pancake dig.
What else on a Sunday afternoon? Little brunch here in Kansas City. Kind of a last-minute effort, but you just got to find a way to get under it. Keeps the play alive.
Carlini. How about that slide on the road? Really going to Fields right now, who is feeling it. Skylar Fields playing opposite for the first time in her career this year. She leads Love in kills and points.
She is one of the top leaders in the league as well. And, you know, Jordan Poulter did a great job of getting Serena Gray early. So now the block from Madison is real concerned about that. Skylar Fields has a ton of space when Jordan's going behind.
Skylar Fields played for Houston Juniors, started her college career. She was an All-American at Texas, then transferred to USC, became another two-time All-American. Beautiful job with her hands at the net blocking. Kojima with the dig. Medved with the dig. And a stuff by Fields.
That is a big old block. Jennifer Yaniska has done a great job of using her off-speed stuff. She tries to hit some edges here, and Skylar Fields does an amazing job of getting high and over. Says, not today.
Really good fill by the middle as well. Serena Gray, that was a wall.
Blocking in the middle, you know, for young middles watching, so much of it is eye work. And youthful middles are kind of antsy. They're moving, and then, you know, you're leaning left and the setter goes right. Great middles are calm. The intensity is with their eyes, and then their movement can be really fast.
You saw the long ball, the slide, the back set by Carlini.
Yeah, Lauren trying to find some offense right now. She's competing hard. Great set by her. Anabea Correa coming in. Great middle from Brazil.
Off-speed shot. Everything's working.
You know, it's so fun to sit here. You get to hear these athletes, and one thing that Jordan Poulter does really well is just talk during the play. She's telling Skylar, hey, wait, we're going high, we're going high. Just directing traffic all the time. It's what great setters do.
Because if she doesn't, Skylar can come in fast, and now that's miscommunication, and she's not going to be able to attack it. Great point. Franklin, one-handed stab by Drews. And Drew sends it wide. 9 facing 15. Salt Lake, as we're all tied up 1 set apiece, is in the lead by 6. And service into the net, 16-9.
Really impressed with Lauren Carlini right now. You know, it's tough when you're looking for offense from your pins, your outside hitters, your opposites. She set up the slide, been using that even from far, and that opens up Sarah Franklin on the outside. A great matchup. Madison just not executing right now.
And I know you can speak to that. As a setter, Lauren Carlini, one of the great competitors in our country, and this has not been easy, not used to losing streaks, but her leadership is why this team is still connected and still competing at such a high level.
Her story's amazing. I mean, if you don't have enough, if I didn't have respect for her before and just was in awe of her as an athlete and her commitment to her craft and her teammates and making her run
so
in the
fun to
Paris
watch
Olympics,
too, right?
yeah. And then you're right, Madison, whether it be injuries or travel woes or all these random things that have gone wrong that are outside of their control, she has remained steady. I'm not going to get rattled by this. We're just going to keep trying to be great one play at a time, and I think the world of her as a setter, as a person.
And look at that dig by Carlini, right on cue. Another one. Tight ball. And I love the shot by Schumacher. Push it into the block and wipe it.
Yes, great dig here to set this play up. Look at that effort by Lauren Carlini. Come on now, whatever it takes.
Awesome defender, loves playing defense.
It's fun to do stuff you're good at, you know?
Right? I mean, when you're really good at
like
it, it's
defense
so
too,
fun.
if I was that good, yeah.
All right, not out of it. Right now, they're climbing back, Madison, 12-17. Will the super point come into play? Chance to get 2, we'll see. Carlini continues that tough seam serve. Are you kidding me with that set? One-handed scoop set by Poulter. Back to Fields. And Fields squeaks it through the block. And Skylar Fields starting to heat up here in the 3rd.
Wow, what a play by Jordan Poulter. The one-handed scoop to keep it alive. That's not easy. Great read by her.
Come on.
And then comes back and sets up Skylar Fields for the point. She's just a good athlete, good volleyball player.
13-18. Sarah Franklin going back to serve. See Poulter calling out the signals. Carlini is there. Medved, hide inside, perfection. And JJ gets the kill. 14-18.
Just in for Madison, coming off the bench to make a difference here. Uniska did such a good job of using that off speed early. Let's see if we can get a little more offense at the pins here from Madison.
What a dig. Chaussé's going to get another opportunity. And what a fill and block by Tori Dixon. And you were right, it was Claire Chaussé that came in, giving a little spark. The stud out of Louisville.
And then Tori Dixon happened.
Tori Dixon.
A great read. She's just so steady, such a great overall volleyball player, such a good feel for the game.
There's that middle attack. Perfect pass. Leads to that gap being open.
Great swing by Anna Hall. I love this reaction by Madison. Great pass, great set, and the intensity, the commitment right now, they're down by 4. They're just fighting, and that's what they need to do if they want to have a better second half of the season.
And a serve by Franklin.
Everybody clap. 1, 2, 3. Louder. Here we go.
No, that was by Anna Hall. Little trickler.
Sometimes you got to use the net, you know.
Slowing it down with the block.
Yes.
footwork. Annie Schumacher, she's mostly responsible to block that outside hitter, which happens so much, especially in transition. Makes a great read in there on that pipe. What a great block.
1917 Salt Lake.
Remember on a faster second.
And we'll listen into the Madison huddle.
Hey, we're gonna go option 5 here. Okay, option 5, good spot.
Got a lot of
Option 5. Okay, but take one step left so you can close to that gap. To that side. Okay, here we go, go.
Matt setting up what they want to do defensively. We don't know what their option 5 is, but we're going to find out.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What's the 5?
We'll see where the middle goes on this one and how they try to defend and where they're serving. It all ties together. Perfect block. Looks like it's a block and a point for Salt Lake, but Madison saying no.
It looked like Anna Hall might have got that out of instinct. You know, that comes off the block, it happens fast. You're used to going after it. Yeah, Anna Hall looks like she touched that on the way out accidentally.
She's selling it.
She is selling it.
Super point called by Matt Furbringer. A chance to get to 2019 or fall behind by 22-17. So a big moment here.
I'm setting Annie Schumacher here for 2.
Chassé. What a put away! Claire Chassé coming in with a spark off the bench, and it's worth 2.
What a big time swing. Shout out to Milica Medved for keeping that ball alive on an overpass.
What a reaction.
And then Claire Chassé, this is it. You're taking big swings in the moments that matter the most. We're in the red zone now.
We're in the red zone.
Let's see if they can stay connected to that the rest of the set.
Chassé, so fun to watch. The high flyer out of Louisville. Former ACC Player of the Year. And I'm so glad you brought up Medved. That is a saving play on the overpass.
Absolutely.
Let's see if they can carry the momentum with them. Another perfect block. And into the antenna. 21-19.
Bea Correa trying to find the outside hands, takes it a little bit wide. Let's see how they respond here. Dan Metzke called Claire Chassé Air Chassé?
Air Chassé.
You can see why, she's flying.
And Annie Schumacher is blocked. And you see Tama, the head coach for Salt Lake, with the little fist bump. That's what they were hoping they would set, and they were ready.
Great read by Maddie Haynes. She's such a physical athlete. It's fun to see her game kind of round out. She's good. She's better at all these areas, and it's fun to see her make these plays.
22-19, Salt Lake. After some excitement here late in the third, what a comeback by Madison. And then the super point.
Chaussé, you track the ball. Be late with first. With Chaussé, okay? You track the ball, you grab the ball, you put your ball on your hand. Okay? You block her. No, there's no way she'd make a block out or something like this.
Yep. Is he ready for the overpass?
You know, some coaches only need one name. We call him Bruno.
Bruno.
Our assistant in Salt Lake. He's a fan favorite, such an amazing guy. He's from France. And he's telling Skylar Fields, who's so physical, hey, Lauren's setting Chassé very fast. So instead of being up and super high, just get low and over, take something away, because it happens so quickly.
I like the way he says Chassé better than I do.
Yeah. Everything sounds better with a French accent.
And there it was, great soft block. Back to Fields, and she goes OT. What an absolute feast for 23-19.
It's a great overload by Jordan Poulter. Serena Gray gets behind her, tries to get an attack, and she sends it over. Skylar Fields, beast mode right now.
Kojima. Tight. What a kick by Carlini, laying out the arm. Drews with the scoop. Haynes puts it away off the block. What a rally.
What a great swing to finish that. But look at his effort. Lauren Carlini serving pancakes this morning. Come on now.
So good.
Scrapping. Speaking of scrappy, Maddie Haynes taking that ball high off the edge. What a great swing.
And a miscommunication and an error leads to a point and set for Salt Lake, 25-19. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with the fourth on the other side.
Can't tell me no. I'm boss. I'ma get to the top of that hill. You let them know. I'm boss. Gonna play for all of the thrills. You let them know. I'm boss. I'ma get to the top of that hill.
We're back. Chris McGee with Courtney Thompson. Skylar Fields has taken over this match.
There's nothing but potential for Skylar Fields. She's so physical, and you can just see her get better and better throughout the season. I know one person that's excited about her future is Eric Sullivan, the new head coach for USA Volleyball. No doubt she will be in that gym competing for a spot on the LA roster in 2028. Can't wait to see her compete.
That opposite position, especially at the international level, is so important because you're blocking the other team's best players on the left side.
Absolutely. Huge responsibility there, usually trying to stop the best player on that team, and then also the offensive load in the back row. You can't compete internationally without a really good offensive opposite out of the back row, so we'll see how that develops throughout the season.
And the USA has always been blessed to have plenty of them and had two great ones on their past two Olympic teams that led to gold and silver medals. And you're looking at them right there. Andy Schumacher.
Such a special competitor. Not only does she get it done, but just a great teammate, a great person on and off the court. Another reason Madison's really fought hard and stayed connected through all the ups and downs this season. The leadership of Lauren Carlini, Andy Schumacher for sure.
And Matt talked to us before the game. Listen, we need a win. We know it's a fifth place match. We know it doesn't count for the standings, but we want to battle and we want to get a win. We got a tough road coming up. You got Atlanta looking at you after this. They're playing in the finals.
No easy matches here in League One volleyball, that's for sure.
Medved. And Poulter feeds Gray.
You know, something that's special about League One volleyball, they're just the teams are so even and so competitive, and Salt Lake has beat everyone but Omaha so far. Madison beat Salt Lake, so on any given night, anybody can beat anybody.
How about that? Claire Chassé out of Louisville. Grew up in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, absolutely delivering.
All right, Chassé. What a swing. It's not very often you get a swing at Kojima and it doesn't get on her platform. That is a heavy, heavy fastball Claire Chassé just hit.
Tough serve. Claire brings it back. Free ball, Poulter, one-handed set, delivers. Gray with the kill.
Great play by Jordan Poulter. Again, she's so physical. Anna Hall playing some defense. Who said middles can't take back
now.
there? Keeping the team alive, and then Jordan just gets so high, one hand keeps that ball alive. Great play by those two.
I'm glad you mentioned it, by the way. You young middles out there watching, work on your serve, work on your jump flow, work on your defense. It will be needed.
You know, if you don't have to pick a position early, probably better that you don't. Just all these guys are such well-rounded volleyball players. You're going to be in so many different situations that happen. We got to have a feel for the game.
Are you kidding me with Serena Gray? She ended the third set, and she's catching fire here with 2 straight kills in the fourth.
We call that a FBSO, first ball, side out. So off the first pass, that is about as clean as it gets. Jordan Poulter pumping her middles, running the football right now.
Right up the middle.
Let's go.
First down. Gotta love it. They're so impressive. Claire Hoffman. Husky, your alma mater. Serving into the seam. Franklin handles it well. Slide. Kill.
Bea Correa on the board with some offense over there. She's really great behind the setter. The more Madison can kind of get her going, they stabilize that passing into defense. They're going to take off.
Carlini with the ability to throw that slide back at any time is just so impressive.
She can set with such a range. And she's so efficient in the way she moves.
And there's Drews. Danny Drews going cross court for the angle kill. She's got 12 kills. Fields down the line. Dixon. One-footed. Off the block of Franklin. Good for the kill.
Yeah, great job. You know, even with one blocker, you're not always just trying to find the seam. It's okay to use that block. Tori takes advantage of that outside hand. Both setters getting the slide going right now.
Tori Dixon, 5 kills on 8 attempts, hitting 625. Tammy Thomas.
Yeah, she's coming in to provide a little offense in the back row. She's had a lot of success the last few matches. Again, bringing a heavy arm, fast arm out of the back row.
Short serve. Carlini goes right back to her. And into the net.
And this is when energetically as a team, it's so hard. You've said all the things. It's like, hey, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. At some point, we just got to kind of make plays. And the more Madison can kind of move on and go one play at a time, the better off they're going to be.
All right, we're going to break. Salt Lake trying to close it out here in the fourth set, 7-3. We'll be back.
NCAA women's volleyball has never been more electrifying. The action is non-stop. The energy is explosive. Experience the intensity live. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Ali, I'm doing your hair so beautifully. Does that mean you forgive me?
I'll try. I mean, you were only, what was it, 2 hours late?
About 1 and 45 minutes.
It's okay. I've already told Dad. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh my gosh, you didn't tell him.
You said forgive you. You didn't say don't tell anyone. So, pick one.
Okay, baby, let's go. You're done.
It's time to hoop anyways.
Yeah, not yet. I love you. Together.
League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball Championship will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Tickets are now on sale. Go to lovefinals.com for more details. This was really special on Friday. National Team Development Program, part of USA. We call it NTDP. There's Kevin Moore, who runs it along with Courtney Smith. And there's Eric Sullivan, our women's head national team coach. These are elite players invited around the country to come train with the college coaches. It is a true pipeline to the future national teams, and what a special thing it is.
Yeah, it's so cool for these young athletes to get a taste for international volleyball, what the USA staff is like. And you know, I always got cut from those teams, but my teammates on the Olympic teams, yeah, I was like, had all these memories of being 12 and 15 and 19 and competing in the world stage at that level, and it's so fun for our country to get to have that pipeline.
Thomas with a kill. And they've had so much success, U19 World Championships, under 21 for both boys and girls, for USA Beach Juniors, for sitting team. They've all won medals, and they're preparing this summer for the World Championships. It really is special. And the camaraderie that these kids get by training together and getting to know each other, they go into college with lifelong friendships already made.
Absolutely. What a fun time for our sport. And I'm really excited because you think of, you know, Brazil has had a professional league for a long time. Those kids grow up watching this high level that we're watching right now. So for our country to see a shift when it's on TV more and they get to see it live in person at the Triple Crown tournament, like, how cool for those guys.
Yeah, you bring up such a great point as the score goes to 8-4 off the air on the deep ball attack. And you just love it. You love seeing everyone connected, and how these young volleyball players have come here looking for autographs and pictures of their favorite pros, and they now know that one day it's attainable. There's the donut, but Kojima's there. And how about that delivery?
Wow.
They're saying it hit the back line. Madison saying it's out. No, are they calling a touch?
What an amazing read by Kojima. The amount of ground that she covers.
Is she getting that with 2 hands?
That's incredible. 2 hands. That is textbook right there for all the liberos watching. Looks like Madison challenging.
Yeah, they're challenging the touch. We've had very few challenges, by the way, which leads me to say that is a clean volleyball match we've been a part of here.
Yeah, shout out to the refs. It's not an easy job.
I don't know, what do we think, fans? Touch or no touch?
You don't see any finger move.
I don't see any, doesn't look like it.
And it's successful, no touch on that block.
And the fast, efficient challenge works. I love the heat that Haynes put on that ball, but it was just long. Lauren Carlini, truly one of the greats in our country. Silver medal in Paris. 4-time All-American out of Wisconsin, now an assistant coach at Wisconsin. Soft block is big. Can they score? Oh, they throw the back out of the back row. Chassé buries it.
Great speed out of the back row. Love that run by Lauren Carlini, and Chassé is all over it. A nice soft block to slow that down, and then you just see the rhythm and the offense that happens when you get a perfect dig like that.
Carlini loves going to that zone 1 serve. Poulter in the right place at the right time. And how about about that stuffing? Sarah Franklin with a roof.
Wow, what a swing, and Sarah Franklin doing it all here, coming off the net, ready for defense, and then reads this set, and just, she's so physical. What a great read by her.
I love her reaction to her teammates.
That's what Madison needs to get back in this thing.
Repeat set, Medved with a dig. Franklin to the donut. And that ball is off the block and out of bounds, so it's a kill for Dixon. And a point.
Looks like Salt Lake didn't think it was a kill.
I thought the ball was attacked off the block and out of bounds, just wide by a couple inches. And that's going to be the call.
I think.
Okay.
All right, all right.
We got it barely. Sometimes it's not pretty, but it's a point. Sarah responds.
And those are those angles that make Sarah Franklin so tough to stop. She's been using that high edge down the line that her and Matt Furbringer talked about, and this time she stays angle, takes that really sharp, nice swing by her.
What a play and a huge point. Maddie Haynes delivering.
She's got a slingshot.
She
gets
really does.
Going, that is a big swing, a ton of heat for Maddie Haynes. Excited to see what she does in the second half of the season.
Sometimes the mishit works.
Got to give him the knuckleball. There we go. A little paintbrush for Team Madison.
Once in a while, you hit one off the end of the bat, ground ball with eyes, and you get a base hit.
We'll take it.
(9-10) Madison continuing to fight, finding their way back into this ball game. Chance to tie. And a roof. Skylar Fields, who stayed out on the left this time, gets the block.
That's right. It was kind of a weird play. They didn't have time to switch.
Haynes. Claire, the perfect pass. There's the heat.
Wow.
Schumacher.
Yeah, you just feel her competitive fire on that ball. Just willing her team right now to side out. Great, powerful swing. I thought it was a good read by Jordan Poulter. She just couldn't execute.
What a run Annie had in Tokyo.
Oh my gosh. Came off the bench and became a difference maker for that team.
Serena Gray, she's going cross-body right now with so much gas.
She really is. She does a great job of staying off the net, so she's behind Jordan Poulter, so she has space, can take that sharp. Great swing by her.
Let's bring in McKella.
Well, I keep seeing Matt Furbringer meeting with Lauren Carlini every single time out, and they're just going over which sets they want her to run. That time, it was an inside set to Annie Drew Schumacher, and it worked. So they're continuing to fine-tune where she places the ball each and every second of this match.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, and Courtney, you've been through that with all of your coaches, I'm sure, that constant communication.
Yeah, you definitely want to be on the same page offensively, and you're just finding a way to get points, whatever it takes in that moment, and reading the block. As a setter, you always want to put your strength first, though. What's working for us, what's working right now, who's hot in this moment.
And it always starts with a pass.
That's right.
As a setter, you love that. Gives you options, just like this. There's the touch. Skylar Fields high off the block. I just can't stop complimenting Skylar Fields and how she's playing this year. In her first year at the opposite position, leading the league in kills and points.
It's phenomenal. And Tom had talked about their team staying on the attack today. And she's, again, leading the charge, just swinging aggressively. Even when she's missing, she's going for it. It's so additive to a team when your outside hitters, your opposites are doing that.
And Sanbothi is coming back in. She's got a great serve.
You hear her family section going crazy.
Yeah, you can hear them in the back, 30 plus.
So
they made the 30-minute drive, and it's been so great for them. Most of her family never got to see her play pro over the last decade in person. Perfect. Real nice block. Carlini set that up. And there they are.
Woohoo! Sanbothi family having a blast.
Yeah, there's Mike, the dad with the hat. Terry, his wife, sitting next to him.
You know, it's the best part of sports is getting to share moments, the unfolding unknown moment of athletics, which is what makes it so exciting. To get to share that with family and friends, there's nothing better.
Talking to them the other night, it's hard for them to control their emotions, you know, and how much it means to the entire family, and have her close by and living overseas for over a decade.
So special. You talked about Annie Schumacher and helping her team win the first ever gold medal for the USA team. That first, and then to come here and be a part of this first inaugural League One volleyball season. So cool for these guys.
Yeah, I was talking to Kelsey Cook about it, and just she said it's more than just seeing your family and having them in the stands. It's being a pioneer and paving the way for more opportunities for women. Perfect soft block. Carlini's got choices. She goes to the middle. Oh, Kojima! One-handed stab. What a rally. Kojima. Chassé with a dig. High ball inside. Franklin. Save. I didn't want it to end. Point Salt Lake.
What an effort by these athletes. Just flying around. But no one better than Kojima. Making plays, reading so well, giving her team chance after chance. What a fun athlete to watch.
I mean, that one-handed dig right there saves the point. Instead of a tie game, they're up 2. It's that big. And here she is getting another one. Oh, there it is. You talked about that slingshot of an arm. Haynes delivers.
Bringing the heat. Just late in the rally, late in the match. She doesn't even have that much of approach, and she still has such a strong arm. Put some heat on that ball.
Choose to serve. Casanova. They went to that double switch. Matsui's into set. She goes right to Casanova, puts it away.
That's right. Matsui plays with such a cool rhythm, and Casanova, fan favorite everywhere she goes. People love watching her. Such a physical and fun, dynamic athlete.
How much of a game changer is it for a team when you have an elite libero like Kojima?
I mean, it is impossible to measure. I mean, just look at the amount of court that she covers. Not only passing and serve receive, but defensively in every single way. I mean, just a 70-foot, you know, range by her, just flying around everywhere, and she makes it look so easy.
You know, I always talk in basketball, you know, those players that defend and go for loose balls and get you extra possessions. That's what she does as a defender in the sport of volleyball. She extends rallies. She gives your team more opportunities. And then in serve receive, she keeps you in system when people serve her.
Absolutely. She makes the easy plays, takes care of them, and then gives you a chance on these plays that not many people in the world can make. And in the women's game, you know, about 50% of the time you're playing out of transition. And so it's not only that she gets it up, but it's the quality of her digs in places where, you know, her team can get swings off of that sets her apart.
16-12. I know we keep talking about it, but I'm thinking about the super point worth 2. Matt's not afraid to use it. He's probably used it more than any coach this weekend.
Let's see, we got Lauren Carlini going back to serve now.
Oh. Do you do it when you serve receiver, or do you have the guts to do it now?
Yeah, she took him on a run last time in this rotation.
By the way, how about Casanova getting in front of Kojima there? She looked at her and said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that again.
My bad.
You're always there.
You're everywhere.
13-16. Carlini goes back. And how about that? That's the connection. Led to a silver medal in Paris.
That gave me chills. That was
She's back.
Annie Schumacher, that's right. Battling some injuries this season and just fighting and competing. That's the Annie we all know and love.
Casanova. That is a big-time shot down the line.
Just a veteran swing, you're absolutely right. She kind of hangs, she changes her timing. She doesn't always swing at the top of her jump. And it's so intentional, so solid by her.
Oh, Carlini. Are you serious with that one-handed set, closed fist? Ridiculous.
Insane. What a talent. Sarah Franklin finishing that so well.
What?
That is insane.
Put it on a platter.
Lauren Carlini, let's go. Madison starting to feel the vibes right now.
I just love the way they're competing.
Yeah.
And I love the way Casanova can come off the bench and heat up, and her teammates love it at 18-15. And here comes the double switch as Poulter will go back to serve, and Skylar Fields back into the game.
Wow, what a set.
What a set, and Chassé, come on now.
You know, you've lost 6 matches in a row. You're down in this match, fighting for 5th place. It's so easy to try to do too much, try to be perfect, and I'm so impressed with Madison. They're just staying in it one play at a time, and Lauren Carlini, that is a big-time set on the run, as we've
no doubt
learned to expect from her.
Air Chassé putting it away as well. I'm looking at Thomas. She's thinking about it, serve receive. She was thinking about the super point, I'm telling you. Beautiful block. Chassé from 7 feet off, rolls it in. Kojima with the dig. Poulter outside. Fields off the block. Continuing dominance.
Great swing. That set's a little bit tight from Poulter in transition, and Skylar Fields, if you're gonna set it tight, she's the one to throw it to. That's for sure.
No doubt. When you got an athlete like that, it's okay throwing it tight because they'll make magic out of it.
Right.
And Annie starting to find that range. And I know we've talked a lot about Annie and just how hard it's been on her. Listen, this is a world-class athlete, best opposite in the world, who's battling injuries really for the first time in her career.
Yeah, it's so tough. You just want, she's got such a great heart. She's such a competitor. She wants to be great for her team, and so much respect for her battling out here. And we're starting to see her come back better and better every match. So hopeful and excited for her.
What do you think she said? Skylar Fields. Another one, puts it away. Whenever in trouble, Poulter knows where to go.
I think we're going super point.
I was just gonna say, right? Hit it, hit the siren, Matt.
Let's go. We got
You called it.
Rotation 4, super point by Madison. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Annie Schumacher out of the back row right now.
That's the way to call it, partner.
Let's go.
Let's see where the quarterback Carlini's gonna go. Not ideal. And listen, Carlini wanted to set that ball. She wanted Chassé to hit, but the first thing she said to everybody is, it's okay.
Yep.
Take a breath, we're not out of this yet.
Reset, as we do. That's a deflating one. It's kind of the fun of the super point. It puts this like massive urgency on it.
It was the right call by Matt.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that's a moment you think you're gonna side out and get 2 to get to 2019, but that's the risk you take.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
And by the way, doing this with Gray serving, that was also part of the strategy for Matt. You got a middle serving, you don't have Kojima in there. And Skylar Fields absolutely bouncing one for 23.
She looks like she's playing a whole different game right now.
Make it 24. Skylar Fields' show continues in the fourth set. Match point here in our fifth place match for Salt Lake.
Here we go.
And that ball goes long, and Salt Lake victorious here at the Love Classic. They will finish in fifth, Madison in sixth.
Yeah, you gotta respect both teams for their fight, their hard work today. They went for it. Salt Lake just took care of the red zone. They swung so well at the pins. Maddie Haynes doing a great job. Obviously, Skylar Fields leading in kills. Just took over that match, and if they want to continue this run the second half, they're going to need to keep seeing that.
And the player of the match, Courtney, Jordan Poulter, the setter, quarterback for Salt Lake, considered by many best in the world. Masterful job.
She did such an amazing job today, not only in running this offense, service pressure, some great defense, but she's just the general of the court. She's running it, she's the quarterback, she's talking throughout the plays, and just such a difference maker for Salt Lake.
The player of the match, Jordan Poulter, standing by with McKella Chester.
Jordan, Salt Lake hit over 340 as a team today. What was clicking so well offensively?
I think we made the decision at the beginning of the match, and we said there's one of two outcomes today, either fifth or sixth, and the last couple of weeks have just been trying to stay really aggressive and take big rips at the ball. So I commend our attackers for being courageous and doing just that.
Salt Lake has now beat every team in League One volleyball. How dangerous can this team be when you put all the pieces together?
Yeah, I think we have the capability to play really high-level volleyball, as does every team in this league. I think the challenge for everyone is trying to maintain some level of consistency, right? That's who's going to win at the end, is the team who's the most consistent.
Well, Jordan, a great match, 40+ assists for you. Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Thanks everyone for coming to the fifth.
Tonight, the championship match, 8:30 Eastern on ESPN2, Houston versus Atlanta, as our fifth place winner, Salt Lake, takes down Madison. Two matches to come. I want you to catch them both. Over on ESPNU at 5:30 Eastern will be Austin versus Omaha, and Atlanta taking on Houston, the two hottest teams in the league, on ESPN2 at 8:30. It has been so much fun as Skylar Fields and Salt Lake get the victory. For Courtney Thompson, McKella Chester, and our entire crew, I'm Chris McGee. Tune in for the third place matchup between Austin and Omaha on ESPNU at 5:30 Eastern, and again for the championship match where Atlanta and Houston will battle it out for $100,000 at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Thanks for watching, everyone.